Welcome to Prithvi's Cosmos. Today, we're diving into the exciting celestial events happening from June 9th to the 15th, 2026. Get ready to explore the skies and discover what the universe has in store for us during this remarkable week. Let's begin our journey through the stars. On the evening of June 9th, Venus and Jupiter will come very close together in the sky. Around 9:17 p.m., just as dusk turns to night, you'll see them about 22 degrees above the western horizon. They'll slowly sink lower, setting about an hour and a half after the sun. Around 11:26 p.m., both planets shine brightly, Venus at magnitude -4 and Jupiter at -1.9, nestled in the constellation Gemini. It's a beautiful celestial pairing to catch. On the evening of June 9th, we'll witness a special event, the conjunction of Venus and Jupiter. Around 9:17 p.m., just as dusk gives way to night, these two bright planets will appear about 22 degrees above the western horizon. They'll stay visible for a couple of hours, setting roughly 2.5 hours after the sun. Venus shines at magnitude -4, Jupiter at -1.9, both nestled in the constellation Gemini. It's a beautiful cosmic pairing you won't want to miss. On June 9th, Mercury reaches what's called dichotomy. That's when it's half illuminated, like a half moon. It'll be visible just after sunset, about 18 degrees above the horizon. That's not very high, so it'll take some careful spotting. Still, Mercury will be shining bright, around magnitude -0.3, making it one of the brightest objects in the evening sky. This moment is a key highlight of Mercury's June 2026 appearance. On June 10th, we'll see a close approach of the Moon and Saturn in the dawn sky. They'll rise together around 4:24 in the morning, well before the sun comes up. The pair will climb to about 17 degrees above the southeastern horizon, shining side by side in the constellation Sagittarius. This beautiful alignment will last until dawn, fading away around 6:28. It's a rare chance to catch these two celestial neighbors sharing the sky. On the evening of June 10th, we'll see a special event, the conjunction of the Moon and Saturn. Around 5:17 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time, both will appear about 45 degrees above the southern horizon, just as dusk turns to night. They'll stay close together, reaching their highest point in the sky shortly after, still at that 45-degree angle. The Moon will shine brightly at magnitude -11.8, with Saturn nearby at 0.9. A beautiful pairing to catch in the evening sky. On June 10th, Mercury will reach its highest point in the evening sky for 2026. It won't get very high, just about 7 degrees above the horizon at sunset, which makes it tricky to spot. Still, it'll shine brightly, with a magnitude of -0.2. This moment marks the peak of Mercury's evening apparition, giving us the best chance to catch a glimpse before it slips away again. On June 10th, we'll see the daytime Arietid meteor shower. Now, it's called daytime because it's usually hidden by the sun's brightness. But if you're up early, around 3:33 in the morning, the radiant point, the spot where the meteors seem to come from, will rise above the eastern horizon. From then until dawn, about 5:19, the shower will be active. It's a brief window, but a special one for early risers and meteor watchers alike. On the night of June 11th, Messier 92 is perfectly positioned for observation. It appears around 10:22 p.m., just as dusk fades, sitting 56 degrees above your eastern horizon. From there, it climbs higher, reaching its peak at 1:26 a.m., almost directly overhead at 87 degrees above the northern horizon. This means we have a great window to catch it all night long, a prime opportunity for some serious stargazing. On the night of June 12th, we'll witness a special event, the conjunction of the Moon and Mars. Around 9:42 in the evening, just as dusk turns to night, these two will appear about 39 degrees above the western horizon. They'll slowly move closer to the horizon until just after 1 a.m. the Moon will shine at magnitude -11.4 and Mars at 1.3, both nestled in the constellation Leo. It's a beautiful cosmic pairing to catch. On the 13th of June, we'll witness a close approach between the Moon and the star cluster M45, also known as the Pleiades. This pair will rise in the early dawn sky around 1:46 in the morning, Mountain Daylight Time. They'll climb to about 37 degrees above the eastern horizon before fatting as the sun begins to rise just after 5:20. Both objects will be in the constellation Taurus, the moon at magnitude 11.1 and M45 shining brighter at magnitude 1.3. It's a subtle, beautiful event for early risers. On June 14th, the moon reaches perihelion, its closest point to the sun. At that moment, Earth will be about 0.9835 astronomical units from the sun, while the moon will be slightly closer, at 0.981 AU. That means the distance between Earth and the moon will be roughly 0.0025 AU, or about 368,000 kilometers. This alignment highlights the subtle but fascinating dance between Earth, the moon, and the sun. On June 14th, the new moon lines up perfectly for skywatchers. Because the moon won't be visible, the night sky gets darker than usual. That means it's the best time to see deep sky objects, star clusters, globular clusters, nebulae, and distant galaxies. For anyone who loves stargazing, this is prime time to catch those faint, beautiful wonders that usually get washed out by moonlight. The new moon gives us a clear, dark canvas to explore the universe. On June 15th, Mercury reaches its greatest eastern elongation. That means it will be as far east of the sun as it gets from our point of view. It'll be reasonably well placed in the sky, but still a bit tricky to spot, only about 15 degrees above the horizon at sunset. Mercury will shine fairly bright, with a magnitude of around -0.6. It's a great opportunity to catch a glimpse of this elusive planet just after sunset. Thanks so much for joining me today.